brand new product that we're getting set to release. We've bought it, we're working on it. It's coming together, super exciting for everybody, whether you want to use it or not, because this is going to push the token value through the roof once we launch this. So Albert, over to you.
This will be the most exciting 5 minutes of your life, ladies and gentlemen. So congratulations to those of you that are on this call right now. And also, in addition to talking about those tokens, talking to those leaders, it's amazing to me. They just set up the expectations the correct way. They say, look, you're going to download the app. There's going to be issues with it. Do not call me. Do not talk to me about the issues with it. Just go out there and get people in, because right now we can take advantage of the situation, because some people are going to sit back and they're going to wait for the perfect opportunity to start building their Panda Pals. Meanwhile, we're growing, and they show them, look, I'm growing by 1,000 to 1,500, sometimes even 2,000 people in one day. We won't be able to do that later when everybody's involved. So let's go do it. Don't complain to me about any of the issues right now. And it's just been amazing to watch how those leaders have been growing. So now let's move on to Panda Play here. Ladies and gentlemen, we will be able to release this on web version before Christmas. And this Panda Play will probably end up becoming, when you look through the annals of history of the PunkPanda app and the PunkPanda company, this will probably be the largest source of revenue that we ever have. This is going to absorb more of the PunkPanda tokens, maybe, than all other products that we release in the future combined. That's how exciting this is. We'll have 100,000 users by Christmas, and sports fantasy is legal in many different countries. When we launch this, we're going to have the NBA basketball, we're going to have cricket, and we'll have soccer, or how some of you say as football. Those will be the three sports. Now, when you have 100,000 people, and let's just say 20% of them decide, hey, I'm going to place my wager on this sports fantasy team through a match, and that's 20,000 people. Well, those 20,000 people, if they decide they want to do $50, they want to play the $50 match or the $100 match or even the $10 match, they can only pay by using PPM. Where are they going to get the PPM? They're going to have to go to Pancake and get the PPM. We'll actually be hosting it on the site for them so that we can convert it for them very easily. But we have to get it from Pancake, bring it to the site, and then they can bring Bitcoin. We are one of the very first cryptos, sports fantasies in the world. Okay, so this makes it very, very exciting. We're able to compete on a level that nobody else can. We're starting in the country of India, and then from there we'll expand globally, and we'll be adding other sports. Now, when somebody wants to place that $10 or that $20 wager, against the people that they're competing, if you understand sports fantasy, you know that you're actually building a sports fantasy team on what's a live match for the day. And so if it's the NBA basketball and it's the Celtics playing the Lakers, you're going to pick 8 people. 3 of them have to come from one team, a minimum. The other 5 can come from the other team, or you can do 4 and 4. And you're going to pick your captain, your vice captain, and you get points for as they score in the live match. Well, there's videos that are being recorded before the match informing you this person's out, this person's in. Now, people go and they want to put together their teams. They want to place their wager. This is what's going to happen. They don't care if the PPM token is $100. They don't care if it's $200. They don't care if it's $5. When they want to place a $100 wager, they just need $100 worth of value. So these are people that don't care what the PPM token is. They know that they must have it to be able to place their wager, though. This is going to create such a huge demand, and we already know that we have a low supply, because the only way that the new tokens can hit the market on the supply side is through the mining, which is 2,100, and some of those 2,100, not every one of those even make it to the market. So when by March, we know, May. Okay, so we'll make the promise by May. It'll actually be March. We'll have over 1 million sports fantasy users. Now, let me tell you why we're able to compete on a level that nobody else can. there are huge sports fantasy companies that are in India, and what they do is the reason that sports fantasy is legal in almost all countries is because there's no betting that's actually placed. It's basically what it is. It is a play to earn situation. That's what it's considered. It's a play to earn. So this falls under the Panda Play. And with these people, once they earn, when we bring in $1,000 on wagers, okay, we pay out $1,000. So that's why sports fantasies are legal. But on the way out, you're able to take a rake. Well, the common rake in most countries in Asia is 20%. Ours is going to be 15%. So right there, if somebody just switches over to us, that's 5%. But that's not why we're able to compete on a huge level. The reason we're able to compete on a huge level, the government then steps in and they take 33% to 37%, depending on what state. Which means if TW went and placed a wager and he's got a sports fantasy team and he's the winner that day and he is going to receive $1,000, this is what's going to happen if he was in India on fiat. They would take the 20%, then they would take the 37%. If you do the math real quick, that's 57%. He's going to be left with $430. Now, if that same person comes to us on our Panda Play Sports Fantasy app, they win 1,000, they'll take home 850. I hope the light bulb just went off because we're going to be able to go over there and compete on a level that nobody else has because we're not fiat and we are located in the British Virgin Islands. So we've checked into all the legalities and everything is, yeah, thank you, Mr. Live. I cannot repeat the words that you said, but it just came through on the messaging. It's going to be on fire. Ladies and gentlemen, you know, sometimes things work too slow for you, such as the PunkPanda app and fixing the issues with it. And sometimes you're able to bring something to market so fast, you go, holy cow. And that's actually what's happening here right now with the Panda Play Fantasy app. We'll be web-based. People will be able to, we'll have 100,000 people. This is all going to be before Christmas. So we're going to be up and operating. Do you realize that almost as soon as the pre-sale is over, there's going to be thousands and thousands, at least 100,000 people that need to buy PPM tokens that are outside of our community. Where are they going to get them from? They're going to get them from you, okay? And that's what's going to be happening here. Now, we will probably in the first, I would say the first week, let's go ahead and say the first 10 days of January, the Android version will be ready for the app. And then probably within 4 weeks after that, the actual iOS version will be ready. In addition to that, we've designed it to where we're going to be able to actually have a store there, and you'll be able to buy sports-themed products with the PunkPanda emblems on it and stuff. So there's going to be a store there that's going to be a revenue generator, and we're also going to be able to play the game Pass the Panda. This is where we'll create tokens that we give away, and also an NFT of pandas. And those people on that system will be able to play Pass the Panda. Once our app is up and running correctly, we'll be able to play Pass the Panda. So those will be our first games that will actually be available that don't have anything to do with sports fantasy. So 3 things will be happening here at once. Pass the Panda on the PunkPanda app, Pass the Panda on Panda Play Sports Fantasy app, and in addition to that, the Sports Fantasy app running. So right now, I could not be more excited. Once again, I'm going to just say this one more time, just to drive this home. We're able to compete on a level like no other person. And just so you know, the largest sports fantasy in India, which has 80 million subscribers, 80 million. It's so big that on every match, the owner makes 500,000 USD. Sometimes they do four matches a day. That's $2 million, okay? That's just pure profit to the actual owner. And he's never moved outside of India, and he can't because he is fiat-based. Well, the very same people that built that app is building our app, but they're building it with crypto. So the structural code is already, or the source code is already done. We're just now linking it to the iOS and linking it to the Android, and it's an exciting time. Ladies and gentlemen, I can officially say now, you are going to have a very, very Merry Christmas at PunkPanda. Thank you.
Albert,
Back to you, Marcus.
Albert,
Yes.
mate, I've just fired off a Panda rocket in my pants listening to that. Mate, it's going to be wild, I tell you right now. So what's our focus right now in closing out? So our focus on the corporate side is, continuing to develop the PandaApp and finishing up the audit and delivering those fixes in the timelines that we're giving you. Obviously focusing on Panda Play, which you've just heard about with the sports fantasy app. And then obviously keeping you updated as we go forward on the different aspects of what we're working on and when the fixes are going to be happening. On the community side, I'd definitely be focused on, it's all about PPM right now. Focus on how much commissions you can earn, PPMs on the pre-sale. Because again, never happened before. It's never going to happen again. Once it's done, it's done. Focus on the free PPM from your Panda pals. Take this app to people with the right expectations and say, this is your time to get your team in place because once someone's locked into you, they can never be moved to somebody else. Go and lick all the lollies. Focus on PPM from interest. So if you've got PPM sitting in your bonus wallet in the Panda Pals farm, the PunkPanda farm, move it over into the staking wallet so you, again, can be earning more free PPM. I'm not sure why I'm so excited about giving you all free money, but hey, it's there. Every 30 minutes, 2,100 new tokens are coming out into the market, so you might as well be for you, right? Go and get your share. And finally is just, set the correct expectations. I know it's frustrating for people who come in and they have some issues, but bear in mind, these are going to be very short term and they're going to be in the revision mirror very soon. So with that, I want to say thank you very much. TW, I'm not sure if you're still on the mic, but if you want to say anything to close us out, mic is all yours, sir.
Thank you, Marcus. Thank you, Albert. Ladies, gentlemen, I am so excited. All I can say is that this is it. This is what everybody's been waiting for. We've been out in this world for a long time looking for something that can take us to the next level. And ladies and gentlemen, I believe this is it. Take advantage of that pre-sale. It's almost done. So this is the only opportunity we'll have to be able to do something like this, as they said, and bear with us. And remember that we're all getting paid right now to actually help this app be the best thing to ever hit the market. So from that, nothing else. All I can say is Panda's out.
All right. Give everyone
good night, guys.
And say good night if you want.
Yep. And Stephanie,
Good night, everyone.
Thank you for everything that you do.
Yes.
Oh, you're welcome, Albert.
Yes.
Thank you so much.
Yes, absolutely.
Yep.
Thank you. Thank you, guys.
everyone.
Good night, everyone.
Good night, everyone.
Thank you all you members.